right, let's check these watches out, do a little bit of an unboxing. We got the Blaze Type S and the Blaze Type R. We're going to open up these watch bands first. It's really cool that you can diversify your watch and have so many different options on the band, and especially that it all comes together like this. First of all, you got this camo pattern here. Really cool. Black on one side and kind of a blaze orange on the other. This kind of a sewn look here. It looks like stitching almost. It's really soft here. Pretty cool. Just more of a standard black, but it kind of has that carbon look to it, if you can see that. Kind of that carbon pattern there. This is more of a rubber one versus the cloth ones from before. Just a light blue in there with a silver buckle. You can kind of see that pattern that's on the inside. And then this one has a totally different feel here. For lack of a better term, it kind of looks like chainmail or feels like chainmail. Really cool feel. The type of band is a quick connect type. You just grab that little ball with your fingernail and push it back, and so that right there makes this very easy to attach and disconnect. First of all, packaging is really nice. The graphics look really nice. Presentation is good. Really top-notch packaging. Both of these, the Type R and the Type S, have dual GPS systems, 170 plus sport modes, health sensors, and Bluetooth calling. Let's crack these open and see what they look like. All right, so as we do the unboxing here, I just want to point something out. Once again, presentation, really cool. Now you might be thinking, dude, presentation doesn't mean anything. But it does help because it shows you attention to detail, and it makes you believe that as you go on, you're going to continue to see that attention to detail, even in the features and the quality control of the watches. So good start. So this top portion has the watch itself. If we move it back, you can see the manuals. Nice. And a charger and the band. Same over here. Now, both of these come with this little graphic on there. This just peels right off like that. But it does come with a screen protector right there. Both of them do. And so I will be installing those screen protectors. However, I'll be getting into the glass here in a little bit, but one awesome thing about these watches is their ruggedness, and especially in their glass. But still, it's cool that they have these screen protectors added in. All right, I've got these two charging now. Get up to 100% before I do anything with them. While they're charging, and before I put the watch bands on, I will talk about this particular brand. So I've had two of these before. I've did reviews on both of them. I can testify to their ruggedness, and I can testify to the long battery life. They work great and have for a long time. I've been using this one for quite a while, and so I am a user for several years now, and I can testify these are great watches. When it comes to the ruggedness, I've dropped these onto concrete. I've ran over them with my car. I threw them up against trees, and I'm going to do some testing on these new ones too, but I can testify these are good watches. Of course, this watch has a ton of different watch faces you can pick from. I'll just go through a few that I like. Here's the one that it came with. Here's like an old style clock face look. Here's a cool patriotic one that also has the number of steps that you've taken. Obviously, I've only taken 59 since I put the watch on just a second ago, but pretty cool. This looks like an old retro style, like from the 80s or 90s. It's kind of cool. It's almost Christmas time. This watch would be a great gift for you. You can just tell it goes on and on forever. I believe I'm going to stick with this one. It's just definitely different, and I really like it. Of course, I've got the app connected via Bluetooth, and it's much easier to change watch faces and all that on your phone, on the app. Also, you can check for updates. Like right now, I'm installing an update. So definitely, first thing you want to do is connect your phone to the Bluetooth app that is made for it. Well, since it has 170 sport modes, more than the old Vortex that had only 100, let's test it out with a little bit of sports. How about I pitch it like it's a baseball? How about I shoot it like it's a basketball? Or I could punt it like it's a football. You know what? Let's try running it over. All right, let's see if it still works. Oh yeah, it still works. What about this AMOLED Gorilla Glass? Let's see if it really is scratch resistant. Let me get the smallest knife I have. It's doing nothing. How about a box cutter with a razor blade? Nothing. I threw it, kicked it, ran over it, tried to cut it. I think it needs cleaned up a little bit. Let's throw it in the sink with some soap and water and clean it up. Okay, so I'm really impressed with this watch. It's very rugged, user-friendly, you know, super long battery life, lots of customizable options. Pretty impressed overall. Let's kind of go through some of the menu options. Okay, first of all, you have a back button right here and a select button right here. Those should be pretty self-explanatory. And then when you're going through menus, you have a down or an up button. In each directions that you swipe, you're going to have some kind of function. So if you swipe right, you will have your notifications here. FYI, you can receive calls, you can respond to calls, you can receive text, you cannot respond to texts. So that really shouldn't be a deal breaker. If you look at the price of this, it's so much cheaper. That's one of the reasons of why they can get away with giving you a more durable, longer battery life version of the iWatch. Is because they have cut a few features like responding to text, but just be aware of that. If you swipe to the left, you have this long menu. And the amount of customizable things you can do in this menu is crazy. You have a calculator, timer, alarm, stopwatch, notifications, breathing exercise, barometric altimeter, compass. You got your weather, voice assist. I mean, you can just go on and on. You can also customize what's actually here. And you can go into each one, of course, change all your settings. So it's got an absolute ton of features and options. If you swipe down, have just kind of your basic stuff. 95% battery life. It shows you that you're connected to your phone. And you see that plus sign there. You can actually add stuff to this page here. Scroll down, scroll up, you have your alarm, which I don't have set, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And you can also edit this, and so this can have exactly what you want it to have. You can have shortcuts, basically. So I'm really impressed with this watch. This is the R, which is the round version. I've also showed off the square version. Let's change out some of the bands and see kind of how they look. Now here they are with the standard bands that they come with, which are actually very comfortable and nice bands. But let's kind of play around with it, see what we can come up with. Here we have the orange one and black one on the square model and the camo on the round model. This is the one that I mentioned kind of had a chainmail feel, really cool. And then this is that blue one that I showed off, which I think is definitely unique. All those tests were done before I put the screen protector on. I'm gonna try to put that on now. I always screw these things up. And I actually did that fairly good. A couple little bubbles I can push out, but yeah. Navigate your world. This watch has a GPS, superior accuracy with smart sensors to track your stats, an altimeter, barometer, and compass that's integrated in. If you compare these Blaze models to the old Vortex that I got here, two big differences is the Vortex had 100 plus sport modes, the Blaze have 170, and the Blaze watches are slightly lighter, so just a little bit lighter. This watch is mil standard 810H certified, I69K waterproof, dustproof, scratch proof. Whether you go to their website or you go to Amazon, you can buy each watch individual. And then there's packages too where you can buy this set of bands with it, but just be aware of the specific listing that you're going for. There are different ones. This has been my main watch for about a year. Now I have these new Blaze, the round and the square version, and I'm really impressed. I have been a big fan of Carbinox since that Vesta, and I will continue to be, so I definitely recommend these watches. They'd be great Christmas gifts or just an everyday watch. Good for hiking, hunting, fishing, or if you're just looking for an affordable smartwatch that's actually more rugged than the competitors and has a better battery life, this could be the ticket. So I definitely recommend it. Check it out. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. More content like this coming out. Hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, take care.